Howdy, welcome to Tony's Beer Reviews. Today we are looking at this. This is Hatherwood Total Legend. It's a 6.6% dark ale in a 500ml bottle. Hi there, so I picked this up Lidl today. Actually, it cost me, I think it's cost me about £1.50. It's made by, it's the Hatherwood, it's the Lidl Hatherwood brand. I think this one is probably still made by Marsden's though. Being brought out for Father's Day, so if you don't manage to get it in the next couple of weeks, you'll lose it for another year. Hence the Total Legend. It's about your dad, and some of the imagery on there, it's all about your dad. That's what it's all about. Our expectations from it, as a dark ale, I'm kind of expecting it to be very similar to most dark ales really, so floral, herbal notes to come through, some nice malty sweetness, a bit of spice, maybe a bit of toffee to come through, or a bit of caramel. Probably expected it to be quite smooth as well, but the only way to find out is crack it open and see what we've got. See what the pour's like. That's the could be quite telling. That's pouring nice and dark actually, it's not pouring too bad. Need a little bit of good decent amount of carbonation on there. So I would call that probably a chestnut colour, dark chestnut. It's very lively and I can see a lot of carbonation going on. That's a little over one finger of a fluffy off-white head, which is dissipating quite quickly, so that's not going to remain. Doesn't matter though, the beer might still smell and taste absolutely delicious without a head in there. One way to find out. Let's have a smell. Smells fruity. Smells a little bit like Christmas pudding. It's that sort of fruity, yeah, it's a sweet fruitiness which is almost Christmas pudding like. I'm getting on the back end of that a tiny little bit of caramel or toffee note, probably more caramel. It's that lighter sort of aroma coming through there. It's actually quite nice. It actually smells quite traditional, which is quite nice. Let's taste it, see what it's like. Cheers everybody. Wow, I'm going to have to admit now, I'm quite pleasantly surprised. I had some great expectations. This is almost going to be like a traditional dark ale, but with it being an own brand, I wasn't quite sure they're going to pull it off. But I think they have done with this one. It's very nice. In your face, sweet caramel flavour, which is very, very nice. Very nutty as well. Some nutty, there's nuttiness at the back end of it, which is really, really nice. I must admit, I'm surprised about that. In the mouth, you get hit with it. It's probably slightly overcarbonated for my liking, so you do get hit by that carbonation as you drink it. But it does explode all those flavours over your mouth, which is quite nice. It's got quite a decent body to it as well. It's got a taste which unfortunately tastes like it's actually going to linger. There's a nice bit of bitterness in there. Feels really rich in the mouth. I'm trying to work out if that bitterness. There is a very mild bitterness. I think if you had a couple of these, I think it probably would stay there. I think you'd probably still feel that bitterness. You know what, it's actually got a great flavour. In the body of it, it tastes like a 6.6% beer. So it's in your mouth, you can feel the alcohol. Taste-wise, you don't. Taste-wise, it could almost be a high-end sessionable ale. It could almost be down around the 5%. doesn't taste like a 6.6% beer. Do you know what? That's not half bad. Certainly better than I thought. I've been drinking a lot of Black Sheep Ale lately, and I kind of wondered if it was going to be. I think in my head I'd started wondering if it was going to be very similar to that. It's not as rich, it's not as dark. With a Black Sheep Ale, you've got that really nice bitterness at the end of it. You don't have that with this. It's there, it's very, very mild, and I don't think it's going to linger, which is a shame. But it's actually quite nice. It's one of those beers. It does only come out at Father's Day, this, and they've done it for the last couple of years. It is a real shame because it is a nice ale. It's a shame that they don't want it to be there full time as part of the range, because it would go down really well. A lot of people would like this. If you don't get there in the next couple of weeks, you're going to completely miss it, which is an absolute shame. More people should be trying this. But they do that Lidl. One of my favourite dark spice rums is their Liberty Air, which is quite nice, but that only comes out at Christmas as well, so I want that to come out all the time as well. Like this, I think this should be in their range permanently. Be a really nice addition to it. But as it is, that's a good 7. Cheers everybody.